Now, in the previous lecture, we understand about dynamic routes. We use this get static path to create dynamic routes in Next.js. In this lesson, let's talk about custom 404 page. But before that, let me explain this return statement. As I said, we pass two values to this return statement. First is the path, which is this path variable. And as a second parameter, we pass here fallback value false. What does this mean? If fallback value is false, then any path not returned by get static path will result in 404 page. In development, get static path runs on every request. In production, get static path runs at build time. So if you have false value here inside this fallback, if the path is not matched, then you will get 404 page as a response. The path returned from this function will be rendered to HTML at build time. The path that have not been generated at build time will not result in 404 page. Instead, Next.js will serve the fallback version of the page on the first request to each path. In the background, Next.js will statically generate the requested path. Subsequently, request to the same path will serve the generated page, just like other pages pre-render at build time. The 404 page may be accessed very often. Server rendering an error page for every visit, increasing the load of Next.js server. This can result in increasing cost and slow experience. To avoid this pitfall, Next.js provides a static 404 page by default without having to add any additional files. Let me show you that. If I open a path post 1, then this is going to return the first post as a response. Now if I specify here post 2, then I'm going to have my second post. If I specify post 3, then I'm going to have my third post. But in my data, let's suppose I don't have the fourth post. If I specify here 4, you can see I'm going to get a default page which is 404. And you'll get an error message, this page could not be found. This is the default page of Next.js. You can create your custom page as well. So to create this page, you have to back to the pages, and inside this, you have to create a new file with the name 404.js. And then you specify your export statement here. Export default function is going to be custom 404. That's upon you. You can specify any name to this function. Then I'm going to return here h1 heading tag with 404 error message, page not found. Back to my browser and reload it. Now you can see I'm going to have my custom page as a response. So when we have a wrong path inside this browser URL, we're going to get the custom URL. So you can create your custom URL 404 file using this 404.js. And then if you want to remove this custom file from the project, you can just delete this 404 file from these pages. Next.js will automatically display 404 error code when the URL is not matched. Now I hope you understand how you can work with 404 custom error file in Next.js.